In this video, we will learn how to apply formulas to metrics in the Dashboard Designer. If you haven't already, you should watch the video Applying Formulas to a Metric. It defines and explains the purpose of formulas within the context of Dundas Dashboard. It can be found under Series 3, Unit 2, Chapter 5 of our video tutorials table of contents. In this tutorial, we will be using the Analytical sample project. Let's start off by creating a new dashboard. We are going to use this KPI found here. Let's preview it to see what it will look like. Now, we will include the average revenue to the KPI to add context. To do this, we need to apply a formula. To apply a formula, we simply right-click on the chart and select the following. The first thing we need to do is select the input. Let's give the resulting data a meaningful name. Now, we will have to choose a visualization to use to represent the formula's result. For an average, it makes sense to show it as a line chart. Let's take a look at the dashboard with the formula applied now. If you need to make changes to the formula, you can edit it here. We're going to do something more interesting now. There are times when you want to show this month's value of a data set compared to the dataset's average to see how a measure is performing. In the past, you would have to create a KPI that had the current month's value and the average. With formulas, you don't have to do that anymore. You can now use one KPI to create more metrics in the designer with very little effort. Let's start by placing a bullet graph onto the canvas. Next, we will use the formula called last. This will return the last month's value. Now all we have to do is drag and drop the new formula onto the bullet graph, like so. In addition, we will drag and drop the average formula here as well. By using formulas, you minimize the amount of planning you need to do when creating the KPIs. One final note, you can chain formulas together. What this means is, you can create a formula, then apply another formula to the result. This allows you to do some interesting calculations without having to do too much work. We're going to use the average and last value and show the difference between the two in another bullet graph. You can see that formulas can really simplify the number of KPIs and datasets you need to design a dashboard. This concludes our tutorial on applying formulas to metrics in the Dashboard Designer.